allocations of certain amounts of money in the budgets that he terms should not have been necessary. I will again just ask you probably, we wind up on the mines because you were still very vocal on the fact that we are spending so much and getting very little. And in terms of financing the budget, you are saying that we are far below. But I was here also counter-reacting and arguing with you that the target for this government is to have is to begin to produce 10 million tons, metric tons of copper. And when we reach that, then we should be able to talk budget finance, probably even 100% by the mines alone. I mean, it's a walk that you want to say, we're probably in the right direction. Yes, we will reach one day when we will be able to say 100% budget financed by just taxes from the mines, and we'll get there. I mean, isn't this journey worth at least staying patient for?
No, there is a problem there. If we are getting 17 billion this year, 2025.
Yes.
They want to reach 10 million. We are now at around 8 million. So you mean those 2 million that they want to find or to put on top will make it jump to 50? It's impossible. Now, it is the way we are conducting the policies that we are using in our that we are using to make sure we get resources from the mines.
Right.
First of all, I'll come back to our party, Munthu party,
yes,
which is you and me. It's a slogan.
Right.
It's a motto. The Zambians should take up the weapon and do it themselves. These guys in the mines, they are overpricing the expenditure. They are undercutting the sales. The money doesn't come here, and so on and so on. And on top of that, first of all, let me give you just an example. You've got countries like Norway. They are living from their mines, whether they mine oil, whatever they are mining, copper, gold, and so on. Properly done, no problem with us, because this is not in our hands. It's in the hands of a foreigner, and the foreigner takes it all, and you get royalty. And then, first of all, royalty is a wrong word. Nchizungu chamene vanatiletera. Royalty is a wrong word. Zaki, you are in the artistic world just for by virtue of your career.
Yeah.
Royalty does not mean you take it, it's mine. Royalty means you just pay for usage. They come here to say they pay for usage to dig. No. Once they take it out from there now, it's 100%, it's ours. It's ours. Now that's when he can take his part. But that's not what it is. They pay you royalty, then they dig, take everything and leave the holes. The policies are wrong. But further to that, Zaki, you see me quiet. Years, months I don't talk because I want to know what I'm talking about. Zaki, I've moved mines to mines in this country. It is sad story. It is sad to see people mining without licenses, to see foreigners mining without licenses, to see the corruption that is in the mining industry. Those are billions and billions that we are missing. That can come to 137 billion, to 217 billion. Like I've seen it with my own eyes. I've got pictures. I've gone all over. I've pretended to be wanting to get a job to enter down. I've pretended to move around and see how things are done. I've pretended to be a cowboy. I want to go and sweep. I'm looking for a job to sweep, to see what is happening in the offices. Zaki, the way we are running this country, I will repeat again, it's like Kantemba Kumbuyo, Kwanyumba. We don't know what we are doing. And if we consolidated and we put all these things together, believe you me, what is 217 billion kwacha? This is barely 8 billion. UK has got a budget of 1 trillion. 1 trillion. Germany has got a budget of 800 billion. 800 billion. We are talking about 8 billion. And even that 8 billion, I looked at somewhere else, you are saying, we are waiting for donors to give us some money. That's how it's going to be financed. Part of this 217 billion is going to come from the donors. You are a beggar. We should be ashamed of ourselves. That should not be. We should allow those people to trade with us. Zach, one of the things I looked around, I went to these Arab states. The Arab states are buying nothing from Africa. They are buying from Europe, from America, from Latin, from Brazil, from India. They are not buying anything from us. Are we aware of that? What is the reason? They want to call us to be their friends. No. And that's where the problem is. That's where the leadership is. I just want to see what have nothing. We need to rethink. We need to change. And this is why, again, I will repeat, we have got governments who have got no vision. I'm using the words, governments which have got gym with no blood. These are not my words. I'm just repeating them. I heard them somewhere. In the opposition, in 2016, 2020, 2017, 2018, 2019, they are the same words. So, to sum it all, Zaki, there is a lot that we can do to consolidate our mining industry. Mining industry, if we handle it properly, it can create a lot of money that we can pump into agriculture, and the agriculture is perpetual. It will not die.
Thank you very much. And of course, my guest this morning is Mr. Stephen Nyirenda, Munthu Party President. And we'll, at this point, invite you, our listeners, to call in and interact with our guest. If you've got questions and, of course, comments on what we've so far discussed, we'll be grateful to hear from you. Once again, let me state that this program is live on our partner radio stations, Tuta FM in Mansa, covering Wapula Province. Live also on Muchinga Radio, and that is in Chinsali, covering Muchinga Radio. Thank you very much. And IOF FM Radio in Chingola, covering Copper Belt. We are grateful. And Spice FM in Kabwe, covering Central Province. And here in Lusaka and the surrounding areas, we are on 5 FM Radio, 89.9. And I'll take phone calls now. Let's see if we can take this one. Good morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from. It's morning. Thank you. Yeah. Yes.
I'm fine, sir.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead, Francis. Yeah.
Fear of failure. We feel like we can start something. Do you know that one of the things that we can also do in this country is to export human resource? Countries like Kenya, Malawi here, Tanzania, they're exporting people who are very educated, both skilled and unskilled, some are not even educated, to countries that need such people. The Western world even took our road from here in Africa. So if the government can make a deliberate policy to some of these people, teachers, doctors, people who are not educated but with the papers, the government can facilitate on the government agreement the way other countries are doing it, like in Israel, in agricultural field. They need a lot of people in America. Why can't the government identify a few people here and there, Zambians here, send them all over the world? That is what used to happen a long time ago. Actually, remember Nyirenda. In this country, we have expatriates, whether it's teachers, doctors, coming from India, China, all these other countries. Today, these countries are very developed. Why? They've spent their human resource all over the world. And you can do the same with Ghana, because Ghana has a lot of educated people, but most of them are wallowing in poverty, and then they're doing jobs that they're not even supposed to be doing top of now because of lack of jobs. So this country will increase, because when they go out there, they bring the money that they raise from outside the country to come and invest within the country, and then you come to find the economy is going to thrive better than things the way they are. That's the way I look at it. And then lastly, the issue of ZESCO. I'm making an appeal to the government, to you and Nyirenda, I know you're an engineer. Why can't we have ZESCO split like into two? The usual ZESCO, and then bring in another one called the ESCOs, Electricity Supply Corporation of Zambia. And this other one should be wholly dealing with solar and other alternative power sources. It should have its own managing director, and then the other one, the usual one that was used to be hydropower ZESCO, should continue in its own way, such that at the end of the day, when the other ZESCO, with its own manager, with its own interest, the people are able to go into solar and other forms of, whether it's thermal, electricity, uranium, and the like. It should be run by a different director. At the end of the day, believe you me, we're going to bring a lot of competition, a lot of power on the grid. At the end of the day, this country will be self-sufficient. We will be exporting in mass. That's the way I look at it. So
Thank you, Francis.
If the monopoly that ZESCO has along the way, I think what is doing us a disservice, and the hydro power relying on that is a bit dangerous. So have ESCOs and ZESCO would be good to do as a country.
Appreciate it. Great. Thank you. We appreciate your comment, Francis. We'll take some more calls on 0955 221515. Good morning, and please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, this is Willie calling on Willie Lusaka.
Willie from within Lusaka, please go ahead, sir.
Nyirenda mwauka.
Mwauka bwana sir.
Ile chakwasu kuti wonse vantu vamushishi. Nyirenda na mafunzo mulabira kuno ngakwa malume. Koma mafunzo nendili nayo nyaya. Popeza UPNG pamene inangena mpawa. PDF bintu ziboke sipendeko bwino, so nikonja kuti sembe ni PF yewina panthawi ino yamene tilimu sembe bintu mubiona pa sembe mwane bilili apa or bilipwani, because the other thing that this drought that we had, no, it's not like it's a man-made, no, it was just that the calamity that mvula sina loke bwino. So chintu chinango chamene nipemba nifuna kuti chitireko clarify yamene vachita export maraiti va ZESCO, we know that they are exporting ni kuti madocument vanasaina ni va UPNG or vanapedza mugovernment pamene vanabwera mapepa endiyosaina kutala, they just continue with the export.
Thank you very much, Willie, for that call. Let me take one more on 0955 221515. Good morning.
Yeah, mwauka bwanji mwasenza bwanji.
Tasebenza bwino. Zina kamtumira kuti.
Zina ndine Judge Nkideka Mayo Stumbeko kuno kwa Kanyama. Bali bwanji ba boss.
Tiri bwino wa Stumbeko muri bwanji.
No, kiamikira. Mupitirize ku kambira Mazambians. Opposition itifuna. Munga mwamene bakambira ba last score bachoka kwa kuti previous score kuti nkani ya malaika sinkani ya Munthu yai mwamene mwakambira kuti mwenzeko kukalipa naye nenezeko vadisi vanatitana makolas wose opposition ruling na ava maorganization venangu tinaenda navo bati venangu makolas pa opposition vanakana chifukwa chachani cha venzoziva kuti ndinkani ya mulungu bati chamene tiyenekera kuchita ni kupera kuti mulungu apitirize kutipasa mvula inkani ya nenze nambera mwezi mwa 10 yako kapena ni inkani ya Public Order Act ni lamulo yamene mwasebenzesa kuchokera pamene inabwerera ya Zambia pamene munatengera independence.
I don't think we spoke about that. We didn't talk about Public Order Act, unfortunately.
Sikuti mwezi mwa 10 yako kunkani ya kuti ruling party jakilira ma opposition sibafuna opanga malali.
No, not on this program. Not on this program, yeah.
But bapemperera ba Nyirenda wapitirize kukambira ma Zambian.
Zikomo, thank you very much.
Zikomo, boss.
Cheers, thank you. So let's respond where you need to respond, and I think that Francis Mumbi brought out quite interesting suggestions.
Well, he commented and put suggestions.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much I can make. That's the suggestions that he is thinking.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. The world today, you work as a also inside, experts in this. But by the time you leave, I want you to have created hundreds of people who are like you. Things like that.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what he's talking about. Very good. Vawili, UPND and PF. Yes, there are things that, believe you me, I love that UPND has done. One thing that I can tell you that I feel so good and like is Kadarism. I know there's still Kadarism outside there, but it's not that Kadarism that we had in PF, where actually the government was in the hands of the cadres. They were even much more powerful than certain civil servants or people who were responsible. So that is a plus, 100%. My friend did a very good job, fantastic. But there are a lot of other things that they have not done. I can tell you, for example, the issue of us have Zambians owning what we have. I want to tell you about something. I know that people are going to say, oh, you are, because you are part and parcel of it. There are things that me personally discussed with my friend, the president, to say, look, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. When I come over, I'll give the license to the Zambians so that they do it properly. He gets over there, he has denied those licenses to the Zambians. The Zambians have gone down, contrary to what he was talking about. But it's normal, we know now. PF, literally, the corruption on PF, or the squandering of the monies, or destroying of the economy was just rampant. They did destroy the economy. That's no doubt. No one should stand to say, look, PF economy was getting well, and no. They did destroy. And when UPND came hampered, a lot of other things we have seen, fighting corruption and things like that. But that is not the main thing. The main thing should not be to pursue to spend 90% or 80% or 60% your time pursuing the old government. That is already gone, water under the bridge. What we need from UPND is, where are they taking us to? We can't see where they are taking us to. And Zambia is not Central Province, is not Southern Province, is not part of the southern part of Eastern Province. Zambia, the northern part of Zambia, they had rains like you don't know. Up to now. Solowezi, the northern part of Eastern Province, I'm coming from Chasefu, there the rains were just like usual, and the people farmed. So let's not generalize. So you can say, okay, my country, I will divide it into two. The southern part has got big problems with the drought. The northern part was okay and is still okay. How can I look at that part and work more? I know that it is very easy to find a scapegoat. In life, biological instinct, tiri tonse muntu, sindine iyai, ni uja, sindine ni sindine ni climate change. No, don't play a victim. Stand up and fight the climate change. Stand up and fight those things that are hampering you. We knew already last year that we are not going to have enough rains. They should have mitigated their other things. People are busy stealing our logs from here. Those logs can be transformed in some. I better burn them so that I have electricity than for the Chinese to be taking them. If you go towards Chirundu or Livingstone now, you have logs, huge logs all over that these people are stealing from us. So basically, UPND show us the way. Up to now, we haven't seen the way. Exporting power, honestly, if your children have got no food in the house, even if you are the contract that Nikalima this year, Nizaku Pasani vas on so. Soon, you can't let your children be suffering, be dying. I want whoever is listening from the government now to note this. Do you know how many people are dying throughout this country because at this moment oxygen has been removed from their nose because power has gone? As we were sitting here, you went off for about a few minutes because Zesco went, and now there is. If I was on oxygen at that moment, I would be dead. That's how bad. It is not this that we are just complaining like that. There is much more problem outside, much more problem outside there that people are dying. We are losing people because of this energy. Mr. Stumbeko, yeah. I think there wasn't much that he said.
Yeah. So let me take some more calls on 0955-221515. That's the number you're calling us on. Good morning, and welcome to the burning issue.
Good morning, sir.
Morning to you. Thank you. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How is Tomri?
He's well.
Say hi to him.
I will, definitely. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Mr. Cavasso.
Mr. Cavasso, we are grateful that you've called. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we have Nyirenda Mshani.
Agavaso tulifie bwino.
Tamuli bwino yo namutandaula sana pafona. Mwana ni Wambuya. In this country, I totally agree with what you have been saying. This is October, right?
Yes.
And any day from now, the rains will come. You go to Chigodia, you go to Kanyama, you go to all these shanty compounds, eh? The situation is still the same. There will be cholera, right? Now, there is a solution. You don't need much money. You are calling yourself an engineer. You don't need much money to end the cholera in Lusaka once and for all. You go to Kanyama, you see how people live. Why can't we raise down all those shanty compounds and just build one proper compound? Like, we say, okay, let's put it in Jawama. We build low-cost, high-rise flats to accommodate all those people there. It can be done. Basata, did it in what? In Nyirenda, right? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, Basata did it in Nyirenda, the so-called Mesa of France. People were laughing at him when he was saying, they were laughing at him. But he managed to have those houses built within a very short period. But every year we just pour in money, trying to sort out the same problem, just like that. This is who we are, Zambians. Look at the poverty right now. We have got sujilite, we have got copper, we have got cobalt, we have got gold, we have got everything. That's why I did the poor. Right now, for you to get a log of Mukula and sell it, you'll be arrested. But we have got scientists there in what is it? Mount Makuru there.
Yeah.
The research
Why
center.
can't we just start planting Mukula on commercial basis? Since we know that it can grow here in Zambia, instead of just keeping it like some rare species that we are scared of getting extinct, we go flat out and plant Mukula who mint billions. In southern province there, right now, we don't even know whether they will have enough rains. Why? Because there are no trees there. God willing, this year it rains. Why can't we plant these trees and kill two birds with one stone? What is our problem?
Mr.
Every
Kavaso.
time we are crying, but solutions are there.
Yeah.
Why?
It's important that you've raised those questions.
You the engineers, you have let us down. You talk about lawyers, they've let us down. The people are still fighting over the Constitution from 1964. Talk about Telefield. Is there something wrong with our Runza? Eh? Why?
Thank you very
We
much,
can
Mr.
get out of
Kavaso.
these problems.
Yeah.
All what we need are just brains. That's what we are lacking. We are lacking brains.
Thank you very much for calling.
Leadership
Mr. Kavaso.
is saying.
We appreciate for your call. And let me take another one on 0955-221515. My guest is Mr. Steve Nyirenda. He is the party president of Munthu Party. Good morning.
Good morning, Zach. How are you?
Not too bad. Welcome, long time.
Long time indeed. How are you?
I'm well. Is this Brother Chisha?
Exactly. President, how are you?
I'm fine, sir, Mr. Chisha.
So fine. I think the challenge you have been having in this country, our leaders, I think, they are not helpful. In most cases, they don't think about themselves. Because when they are in the opposition, they speak very well, and someone may even think that these are heavenly said. When the action says they are just practicing their belief and care only for their family. I do respect a lot Mr. Comway lately, who was saying openly to say policies for the belly. I think if that man was honest. In most cases, leaders, they do hide in the name of their coming to serve for the poor, their coming to serve for people. But immediately you vote for them, they behave as if they are not Zambians, as if it's not the one who are making those promises. So I don't know what can be done in Nyirenda to have leaders who can just work according to what they are promising, even when they are in opposition. I agree with what someone says. He says that when people they are in opposition, they are different people. When they are in power, they become again different. Because we have seen it. The current leadership, when they were in opposition, they made a lot of promises. And they were even like, what we are lacking in Zambia? Leadership. They were saying they are not going to borrow money from IMF. According to them, they were saying we have a lot of resources in Zambia and we are going to utilize them. what are we witnessing today? People are suffering as we are speaking. It was just yesterday, Mr. Nyirenda, when I heard that radio station and TV stations which cannot manage to run their radio station using maybe our sources, they have allowed them to switch off radio station and TV stations. Where are we heading to exactly? Is that normal, Mr. Nyirenda? To switch off radio station and TV stations, is it normal in bigger countries like that? For me, it's unacceptable. Look how people are suffering in terms of food. If you try to go around in Nyirenda, to take a survey how people are doing by you may think maybe they are voting. On Saturday, we are going somewhere for prayers. We find people queuing in material as if they are voting, as if it's the day of election. Voting. I had to ask my friend, what is going on there? He said, no, people are waiting for the news. And for the leaders that are seeing them, normal. Where are we heading to, Mr. Nyirenda? Do we have leaders in this country? Thank you so much, Zach.
Thank you, Brother Chisha. Always a pleasure to hear from you. 0955221515 is the number you're calling us on. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Zach. How are you?
I'm well, and how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Yeah. Kuchingoloko.
Chingola boss one, don't jump on the first.
Yes, but done.
What gets you is very good.
Ati njabe bwino kukopa beo tuko.
Bwana vitu vampeni natadana na tabu. Kuranda kwena muliranda muri ntungurushu. This is the kind of leadership we want. Yako tulepera macheka ni balance nturu na mai pia zimevi kapo. No water triangle wakuva yabanenso bali ngutungurushu. Mai pia tabale foko ya konka. Bare chino kwa tinga konka pia mapira wa position jana kwa tinga mwa mbele mwa position. The refi deputy litwala ni charo. Ngadi max ndé pisha kushe mwene kumuna mwentu kushureshiyo shifovena zani kwa teshi unte kwa utenzi kwa tunga ukesha kwa parifikite kwacha I rest my case I think
Natasha Mkwaiba Don Kuchingoloko. Let's hear you react to some of those quickly.
First of all, I will start with Vadon.
Yeah.
Mireme will never come back to 50 kwacha. Never. That we should cut it off.
Even under your leadership?
Well, no, it can never.
Right.
Even under my leadership, it can never come back to 50 kwacha.
Right.
No. It can come a bit down, perhaps, but not to 50 kwacha. It's impossible. You see, let's not talk things to sweet talk people, to sweet talk ourselves. No. Let's take the bull by
its horn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And fight. What it is right up now, we think, now I'll enter Vachisha Nagavaso. We think that a Chinese will sort our problem. We think that a European will sort our problem. We think that an American will sort our problem. Forget. There's no foreigner who will come here and sort our problem. I lived over 36 years outside Zambia. And every day that I was there, I was just thinking of taking back to Zambia. Similarly, even the people who are here, they think of taking back to where they are coming from. They don't care about us. And we've seen it. And now, in fact, let me say, Mr. Chisha and Mr. Kawaso, welcome to Munthu Party. Munthu means you and me. A Munthu Party, its motto is Zambians should take over the economy of this country and do everything on their own. But our leadership, what it does, if Nyirenda is going to have 5 kwacha more than what he has, cut him down. He cannot have. We have people who have earned money properly and money is in their account. They have gone to freeze their accounts with no reasons. They've gone to court, won the case, but with no reasons. Because you don't want a fellow Zambian to be there. When you see a fellow Zambian going up, you want to fight him and kill him. You want you yourself to be there. And that's a problem number one, what we're having. Let's work together. We have solutions. And me where I am here, I claim to have more than 40% of the success of UPND, because I was with them. I was with the president day in, day night in the opposition, trying to fight, trying to bring these things properly. I'm shocked to see what is happening today. I'm still in the opposition. If I wanted, I was going to be with the, in the government, in this government. I had all. If I wanted, I would have been in PF government. I had all. I was partly even in, if I wanted to be fully in MMD government, I would have been there. But I have kept a distance to see. And believe you me, we, the leaders of Africa, starting from Zambia of Africa, we are not interested to see Africa developed. We are not interested to see that Africa gets out of the jam where it is. Africans are going to be still slaves. And I want to fight that Zambians are never slaves. As Mr. Chisha says, what is the problem with our leadership? Mr. Chisha, the problem is that politicians look and fight for how they are going to win the elections. You will see what will happen in 2025. Sugarcoating to make sure they win the elections. Immediately they win the elections, you are back to square one. Leaders will look at the further. How are they going to give a solutions to the problems of the people? Development for me, number one, is that a human being must have food, must have energy, must have water, must have shelter, must have health facilities. That's development. You can't leave things to the way the people are living now. You've taken them away from what I went to check water supply actually. Let's not lie to ourselves. Zambia still has a lot of water all over. A lot have gone to some areas. I've found streams. Yesterday I was in a village somewhere. I found a stream and there was a bit of water. I just did like that, it was water. But we are not putting a solution there to make sure that that water is more preserved. Kafue still has a lot of water. We are sitting here. We are passing through the bridge of Kafue. Have you seen that? And the weaver to find the Kari Creek, they just drained the lake. I says, what? You know, I can't believe. Around the Lusaka West and things, there were lots of reservoirs of water. They dried them and they built houses there. Zambia has got a lot of land. You don't need to kill the reservoirs of water. We are talking about Forest 27. My friend said when he takes over, he's going to sort that thing out. Is it sorted out? As things that I don't. It's normal, but we are destroying ourselves. The water table is going down, down, down because of that. Lusaka, when I was living in Lusaka, you know, it had the play parks. You could go and play. We have destroyed all those things. We've built houses, we've sold to foreigners and things like that. And my friend, who is now the president of Zambia, His Excellency, he is my age. He lived this. He saw these things. He can reinstate them if he wants. He's got the power. If he is the president for the people, reinstate. Me, I'm telling the voters, the first thing, one of the things that I would do, that city center of Lusaka, that where you go to do the shopping, that is illegal building. That thing needs to be raised. There must be a square. There was a square there. The people that were there, they know what I'm talking about. But all over, even where there are some cemeteries for our people, we've built houses. We've left only because it's white people there in woodlands. Leave it there because the Jews were buried there. What's wrong with us? Mr. Chisha, you are right. Leadership is the problem. And that's why I touched, when I was talking, I touched the equalization fund. The Equalization Fund is promoting laziness in all councils in the country, because a council is a landlord of that area. Everybody who has built a house in that town is renting from the council. That land belongs to the council. Therefore, they can raise money. Look at Lusaka. You can get money from everywhere, parking and so on. I was in Zimbabwe in Harare. Very well done. You just park. You yourself, you cannot park, you must pay. If you don't pay, you know that your car, you will not find it. But you come here, you go to Zimbabwe. Those parks that the white people left in 1964 or whatever, in 91 or 92, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they're still there, clean. People are all over enjoying in the parks, and the councils are. But come to Zambia, and if UPND wants to do good for the people, they can do. But they have taken over from what PF was, and it continues like that. There is a little place, there's a place in mass media there, where a Chinese built around the road. All ministers have been there. Up to today, that house is there. They even say, oh, he has papers. Papers which were obtained legally, everything is illegal. The papers were not obtained legally. They can't say that, because whatever they were doing there was illegal. Therefore, everything is illegal. But they have failed. I don't know what is happening behind the table or underneath the table. But people have been there. We are not interested to save ourselves. He talked about cholera. Surely, right up now we are seated, it's going to rain now. Are you going to say, oh, this cholera is natural catastrophe because it has rained, now there are floods all over? Because we don't think forward. Even this energy thing, I refuse to talk about climate change. Climate change didn't come this year, didn't come last year. No. We needed to make sure that we have standby. Let me continue even much further. That water that we are getting from Kafue, look at that pipe. That pipe was done perhaps 20, 30, 40 years ago. That pipe. The volume of that pipe can only take a certain amount of water per minute or per second. In Lusaka, we have multiplied, perhaps we were less than 1 million at that particular time. Now we are 4 million. But we are being fed from the same. We go and get money from the Americans. They say they are helping us. What do? They are pushing water through the same pipe. It is not, that pipe needs to be made bigger, perhaps 10 times bigger, and bring more water to Lusaka. And I sit down and I will talk. As I'm sitting here, I will talk. I have refused to join the Engineers Council of Zambia, and I will not join it.
Why so?
Go around this country. You have where the pedestrian move in the middle, you have a signpost. Look at our roads, the way they are made with the paving stones. That is dangerous. It's killing people every day. There's nowhere where you have gaps on paving stones, and then you have got these sharp ends which are cutting. People are falling in there and killing themselves. There's no statistics of that, but I've seen it everywhere. The person who comes to do engineering in Zambia, he needs to get a certificate from the Engineering Council of Zambia. But look at the roads that they are making. How do they get their certificate? The Engineering Council of Zambia must be looked at. And it's the government. All that is leadership. I said in my last interview here with you, Zaki, yeah. I said, if the leadership on top there has got all bodies and all systems that are working well, he can go to sleep. But it's not like that. There's chaos in our country. Chaos everywhere. you will start saying, what is going on? A minibus driver is a chaos. Every ministry you go to, there is chaos. I wanted to get an NRC changed, there's chaos. Passport office, there's chaos. Everywhere else, there's chaos. You think, are you sure that our leadership does not know that? They know. What are they doing? As I mentioned, a Chinese builds on the road, the minister goes there, the mayor goes there, the councillor goes there, everybody goes there, that building is still there. And they go even to parliament to talk about it. Shame on us. What is wrong is wrong. So, welcome Mr. Kavaso, Mr. Chisha. You are talking Munthu party. We welcome you. We are the people. We are leaders. We are not politicians. Politicians work to see that they get voted into. We are leaders who are looking to give a service for the people, for our country. Zambia is for the Zambians, and only Zambians will develop this country.
On that note, we should be concluding now, but before we go, how can people, those that are willing and offering to work with Munthu Party, reach you? Where can they find you? And also, in the same vein, you can make your concluding remarks.
Yes, well, my concluding remarks is that, well, having problems like this, what we are facing, it's not just pointing fingers, it is standing up, offering solutions. Now, I believe that even if you offer solutions, you show the people where it's supposed to be, they don't want. I urge the government to extend their hands to the opposition, and not only opposition, to every Zambian who is well-meaning, to make sure we sort these problems together. And make sure that the Zambians take over the economy, not the foreigners. No. Zambia is for the Zambians, and only Zambians will develop this country. Munthu is you and me. Thank you so much, Zambians.
Indeed. And thank you very much for coming. Obviously, maybe you would like to state where your secretariat is?
It's in Roma, 175A. Okay. Yes, and then the phone number, I think is
okay. So you should be able to give us your contact.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the phone number.
Details as well. Yes. So the phone number for you who would like to reach out to Munthu Party, it's 0977 93 3889. That is 0977 933889.
Roma, Lusitu Road,
right,
175A.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nyirenda, for coming. It's always a pleasure to have you, and we are grateful. We should be talking again soon, especially that now you said that it's now all systems go now that you're back, because obviously 2026 is soon coming, and you need to prepare as a party to participate in the elections. So thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Zaki.
Great. Well, listeners, thank you very much for having listened and followed our conversation, and thank you to those that took time to participate, and we're definitely so grateful to our partner radio stations. And